Hello, I thought I would try and this again. Yesterday I did a live video for the Class 66 RHTT Take, 'cause it was out yesterday, which got uploaded to YouTube, but it didn't. It appears that the commentary was omitted, so I'm talking to myself basically, and there was quite a few things that I felt that you needed to know. I mean, I'm not saying you won't buy it, but there was a couple of little niggly things that I found with it. I thought I'd go through again this time. Hopefully, you should hear me talking. I thought I'd just record a video instead of doing it live. That may have been the common factor. The RHTT Class 66 is available on all formats now, I believe, and it costs £4.99. I'm playing it on PS5. As you can see, there it is, Class 66 US RHTT Take. Let's choose that. There is no actual RHTT services in any of the other routes here. It's just on the safest and high speed. Obviously, but of course you have artistic license to use a scenario planner to put it in different routes. So I'm going to choose that 3075, which is a Sittingbourne to Faversham run. I was going to put the rain on, but I forgot. It doesn't matter. So I basically just want to just go back over it again and just let you know a couple of niggles that I found with it, and just a few little things that I just thought I'd show you. Really, if you haven't bought it and you want to, or you have bought it and you want to know what's what, I'll try and see if I can work out what's going on. So what's this? 3075 Tonbridge Engineers siding to Tonbridge Engineers siding. Drive this RHTT circuit around Kent. This bit is from Sittingbourne to Faversham. It's Class 66 AWS RHTT, weighing 360.9 tonnes. It's 4 vehicles. That includes an engine top and tailed, which equates to 93.4 yards. So let's get in without further ado. For those who don't know me, I use a combination of, I play on the PS5, I use a combination of control pad and keyboard, which gives me quite a bit of flexibility to be able to do stuff. So first thing I do is turn on any safety systems, so that'll be the vigilance. On this particular 66, I can only turn on the vigilance with the keyboard. There is another 66, one of them, which isn't part of the RHTT pack, which actually does both. If you want AWS, you need to go into the cabinet and turn it on yourself. So that's that set up. I'm not going to teach people to suck eggs. I'm assuming that you guys know how to set up a 66 by now. I'm going to turn my instrument lights on. I'm going to turn my day running lights on. I've got to wait for a moment anyway, so I'm going to let my brakes come off a little bit. We'll have a quick look at the train. There it is. There I am waiting. Waiting to come off this line, wherever it is. So my headlight lamps are on. There's the solution train, basically. Oh, it's up in there. What am I doing? Just looking there. Oh, I can't go any further because it's of a boundary. I was going to check my tail lights on the back of the train, but I can't. So there you go. Look. Although I might take a quick snapshot. 66 110. Can that look? Oh, is that for artistic? Getting a bit arty farty, look. Thought I'd give it a go. Can you explain the delay driver? Yeah, sure, taking pictures. So, anyway, sounds like there's a train coming past, I assume. Oh, there you go, there's a Javelin. I assume after that's gone, we'll get the signal. Right, so, one of the things you get the RHTT is this bad boy. I've got absolutely no idea how it works whatsoever. I've just heard a bleep, what's that? Stopping location, but I would, but I'm on a red signal. I'm on a yellow signal. Right, okay. Now that, I assume that will be stopping at Sittingbourne anyway, that Javelin, in the near future. Although it'll probably be gone by the time we get there. So let's get moving. It's quite a light train, so it moves relatively quick. So let's see if we can work out what this bad boy does. Well, let's turn the power on. I don't know what engine start means. Is that the back engine, or is that the actual engine? Activate. Activate controller. Engine start. Let's get some of the sand. Let's get the water pressure on and turn on both the sand lights in, yeah? And see what happens. Right, my next signal's red, so let's power off, put put some brakes on. I knew it was red because of that battery piece and the sitting board station, which is where the 395 will be stood. And you can actually see it in the distance, look, can't you? Are we jetting? In real life, jetting, there's a jet pops there. Actually, look, it doesn't look like it's jetting. Jetting, when you're standing still, is something you shouldn't be doing because it's very powerful. It can actually cut through the rail. So let's concentrate on this a minute while we wait for the signal. Off, 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 off. So I should activate controller. So going, oh, for caution for self-operation, read the operation instruction manual before the device. There's no training on this at all. So yeah, there's no training, so I've got absolutely no idea how any of this works. I'll put them on. Water pressure's off at the moment. Let me just have a quick look at something. Actually, while I'm here, I'll have a quick look at the back. The tail lights are never on. Yeah, it's got it's got white lights on the back, though, which is already that's an issue, isn't it? In reality, shouldn't have white lights on the back. They should be red. So I've got a single yellow, so I'll get moving. The reason why I've held back a little bit is because what I'm thinking is by the time I get moving, that javelin should be well and truly gone, and I should hopefully have a double yellow by the time I get past. So let's go. There you go. I doubt it'll be a green by the time capacity, but I might have a green by the time I get to the past the sitting board station. So let's get moving. The max speed you can do on these are 60 anyway. Let's go. So as you can see, it picks up speed relatively quickly. There's hardly nothing to it, really. I mean, these are very powerful. I mean, it's a powerful loco, isn't it? So it's pulling nothing. Oh. So I'd like to think that this signal after sitting board should be green. That javelin should well and truly be out of the way. What is it? A double yellow? Oh, no, changed to green. There you go. Let's open up a bit then. And look at that, already we're doing 45 miles an hour, so that's how nippy this train is. So, yeah, that's buzzing along nicely. Thank you very much. Power off a bit now because I'm only supposed to be doing 60. Right, so, how does this work? Engine start, shall we say? On. Let's put the water pressure on then. Right, so that's on. And then, is it running? Oh, it doesn't look like it, does it? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, there is something. I think that's supposed to be, or is that just graphics? I don't know. I can't tell whether that's supposed to be water. I can hear a noise. But yeah, right. Anyway, that I don't know. So that doesn't look very good, to be honest. It could just be. Right. So vigilance. I'm pressing on circle. It don't work, so I have to press Q on my keyboard. So just be aware, if you're using vigilance, for some reason the circle on the pad, which is what you use to acknowledge normally on any other train, isn't working. So that's a little niggle. Is that working? This is pointless. I'm just going to turn it off. Absolutely pointless. So I'm just not going to bother with this. nothing, is it? Look, it's not doing anything, is it? Or if it is, it's not doing a very good job. But anyway, so there you go again. So I've got to press Q again. So that is a bit of an annoyance. So if you've got a keyboard, absolutely fine. Or you can click the vigilance pedal if you haven't got a keyboard. So it is a little bit of a pain, but that's pretty much what you got to do. Overall, the RHTT does look the part. To be fair, it does look the part. It's just I would love to know how to work this control and what you're actually supposed to see or do. Coasting along nicely. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had a train that stops at these. Worked a train that stops at these stations. I've just noticed the controller operations there. Look. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Trailer union set for referendum. And I assume that's removed. I never used to play the 66 much at all. I've only started to play it a bit more just to try and, you know, get a bit more use. And I'm thinking, well, actually, why don't I play the 66 more? So there's plenty of services now. There's not as many on the commuter. It's really disappointing. It'd be nice to see a few on the commuter, to be honest. Oh, double yellow. Oh, I suppose the Javelin will be slowing down to Faversham, won't it? This is another reason why I like having the AW Reds, because if I am messing around with the external cameras and I miss a signal, at least the AWS warns me. I think that's for a PSR for 60, but we're doing 60 anyway. I'm assuming the next signal is probably potentially a single yellow. Yeah, let's put some brakes on then. Oh. That's the other good thing as well. It pulls off well, but it also stops relatively good as well. Javelin can move away with a bit of gusto. Yeah, you can tell you only got a short train. Look how quick those brakes release. Normally on a bigger train it takes a lot longer to release the brakes. The other thing I had as well, I don't know if you noticed, if you did watch the video yesterday, I did take a train to Faversham, change ends and come back. And when I was coming back, I noticed my brake gauge, I couldn't quite get it to completely empty. It was like just above, like a almost 0.25 bar left in the chamber, which was a bit frustrating. Putting a red signal there. Put the full brake on. Got a bit early. A bit early, but see, sometimes these signals could be track approach. And they'll clear as you approach. Yeah, that's definitely right. Sorry for you, I've been on nights. Finished nights last night. I'm not back tomorrow afternoon now. Oh, and there we go. And I'm going into the back platform, which I believe is 15. Is it? So there's no point racing too much because I've got to slow down again. I don't know if anyone would be watching my videos about comparing the classic 60s, but I compared and went into a bit of detail and went into the EMS 2000 computer as well about how to mess around with the brakes, and we managed to work out how to change the passing goods. You just did the computer, which was good. So that's something to bear in mind. It is frustrating how, I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter for a small train like this, but it is frustrating how you seem to always default, for the most part, depends on what trip you're doing, seems to default on passenger air. And that happens on other freight trains as well, on the game. So it's frustrating because it adds on to your time when you're trying to set the train up. If you want it to be just right, it does add on to your time. A nice steady run into Faversham. Oh look, there's another RHTT there, look. Just arriving in on the other side. Oh, very good. Let's get stopped then. Oh dear. Pardon me. Yeah, and there we go. That's that done. Return to free roam. Now the only little annoying thing is the tail light. So let me just show you something. So it's due to go back out at 10:38, I think. So let's turn the tail lights on. Turn the headlights off. Sort out my. Yep. Sort all that out. Doesn't matter about the brakes. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah. If by the way, if you ever change ends on any trains, make sure you turn off all your vigilance, because what you'll find is you'll be going along and something will start beeping, and you're like, what? Or the train will come to a stand, and it will be because I don't want to go outside. There's a perfect platform to walk on, and you'll find it's because the rear cabs activate the safe system. So let's have a look. So I've clicked tail lights, yeah, and they haven't come on. So check this out. They've come on there. Now, that might be what happens, which is fine, but it means you have to come into this cab to turn the tail lights at the other end off. Yeah. So let's just make sure the tail lights are on, and they are. So the tail lights on both ends, fine. I'm not bothered about that. Now you already know that the lights are on this end, but I noticed this yesterday when I changed ends. Let's just. I'm not saying I'm going to drive this now, I'm just setting it up as if I was about to drive it. Pardon me. So I'll set everything up. My headlights are already on, but I'm going to just toggle through them anyway. Right. Okay. So there you go. I've set all that up, and then I noticed something when I went to the back. I noticed when I watched the video of my train departing, I went to the back loco. It probably hasn't done it this time, but I'll check anyway. And the tail lights had turned off. No, they haven't. Oh, that's good then. So I don't know what had happened yesterday. So so there you go. So if anyone works out how to use this RHTT remote control, which seems to be in the driving cabs, obviously, let us know. Do a video and send it in, or explain to me, and I'll quite happily go through it. So there you go. That was just a quick video, just to annex my non-commentated live video from yesterday. I hope it's been a bit more clear about stuff, and we'll see you again soon. My next video, I'm hoping, is to actually be brave and jump back into the steam engine on the steam engine. I don't know. I might do the rail tour either on this route or another route, but I will be looking at the Jubilee rail tour steam engine the next time I do a video, possibly later, possibly tomorrow, possibly Friday, sorry. So thanks for joining me, and take care.